Yes, OO Farm is a private farm owned by the restaurant group, PacificO and IO in Lahaina, and we have a unique farm-to-table operation here, entirely proprietary, meaning the farm is outright owned by the same proprietors that own the restaurant, and being private, our entire production is devoted to these markets. Whatever's in season, number one, our motto here is living in and for the seasons and for the day's treasure. So the tours will be brought up, and smallish 20 to 30 people, and will be taken on a different route depending what time of the season it is and what's available. This time of year they're going down past the coffee and to the asparagus and picking asparagus. When winter comes, we'll come up through the citrus trees, but we'll be gathering whatever's in season and whatever the day's treasure is offering. Generally, once we get to the kitchen with our chef, we always have a fresh, raw crudo or vegetable plate, and then a cooked vegetable plate. And there's also, of course, a nice green salad, which includes not only lettuce, but spinach, arugula, and sorrel. And then a protein, we do bring up some fish, fresh fish, to accompany these items, and a little dessert as well, some heirloom chocolate from the Big Island. That describes pretty much what the lunch menu is here on a farm tour.
And I know that PacificO is a great restaurant, and I thought this has got to be a great experience, and it was. Ansel was our guide, and he was so great with explaining things to us, and we picked the crops, and then we brought them up here, and the chef prepared them for us, and it was a great experience. I would recommend it to anybody that likes to enjoy beauty, and the setting up here, it's just wonderful.
Agritourism, kind of a new thing on Maui. So we began in 2001, I believe our neighbors in 2002, so it's still a relatively new movement on Maui, but it just seems to make sense and follow naturally that we would want to share it and tie it in with gourmet food. And it's a good, unique Maui experience that we're offering, connecting gourmet food with farming right on the spot.
I think it's a great learning opportunity that all of us need to be concerned about, both at home and of course as we're visiting here. Hawaii is a wonderful area, and it needs to be taken care of and not become overrun by tourists and concrete. And this is one of the ways that that can happen.
Basically the why to the who and what we are, in the larger sense, it's about sustainability and responsible management of resources. We have a beautiful resource here at the farm. It's a very fertile soil. It's a unique microclimate. Many things can be developed here sustainably. We are an organic farm, practicing organic and biodynamically. We feel this resource, we're providing an example of how Maui as an island in itself can be entirely self-sustainable, and Hawaii as a state. Being isolated in the middle of the Pacific, this is a critical issue for us. When you consider 85% of our food supply comes from outside of the state. Yeah, the politics is going to be the real challenge. It's the commitment, such as the proprietors made here. More people, in order for it to happen, for smaller farms to succeed, people have to be committed and, also make a commitment to purchase fertile farmland, which is why our proprietors deserve a lot of credit for putting their money where their mouth is, so to speak, and making the commitment.
they have this commitment. I mean, this is really far away from the restaurants, the 2 restaurants, but they, you know, they believe in having the fresh ingredients and delicious food and as fresh as they can get it.
This farm provides an example of how we can become more sustainable. Through our experience here, 8.5 acres, about half of which is cultivated, we have discovered we can support 10 to 12 people a year per acre with the model of farming that we're doing. But it is attainable. Sustainable is attainable.
It's clearly a learning process for the whole staff here, and they've been given a lot of leeway by their management to do things, to experiment with things, and the end results are excellent.
The biggest reward is seeing the reaction of the people that visit our guests and who come to the farm and visit, and by tours in, how radiating they are with the experience that, wow, you know, we see it in the ground and we saw it, you know, harvested and prepared, and we even ate it right on the spot. I mean, our guests truly, I think, have a unique and sometimes transforming experience here on the farm tours, and to see that happen and to share it and be a part of it is I would say could be spiritual, yes. Reconnect to the source, come live for the day's treasures. Simply call PacificO Restaurant, 667-4341. We can hook you up with an organized tour, a private party here, and there's 8.5 acres to enjoy here.